Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Arsenal against Milan.
Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7. An undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave which envelops the team. So we're up and running.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
De Gea making his 100th appearance here today, of course.
Yeah, something that I mentioned to him in person before the match, Peter, although it took some time to register. Pretty much the same with me on my 100th game. I was more focused on winning than anything else.
Batistuta powering forward here. Lampard. Now it's Messi. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Looking for the run. Oh, super ball! Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And it's Messi. Messi making good progress on the right-hand side. Shapes to shoot! Oh, off the bar! Oh, can he get onto this? Thuram cuts it out. Driving through the middle. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. It's Eto'o! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Yeah, typically for him, that was the furthest thing from easy, but it still didn't stop him having a go.
And he's been shifted off it. Batistuta clears. Milan still without a single shot on target. And this is Eto'o. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Nicely aimed pass. Zico! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Oh, this looks sharp. Zico
are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. There's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. It's Zico! Wide, but only just.
Well, I think the defence are breathing a big sigh of relief here. He really spanked that, and it wasn't far away at all.
Oh, he's burst through! It's a pretty loose pass. Nesta is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Eto'o unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Gerrard. Ooh, a delicate chip through. Ooh, played through for the wide man. Roberto Carlos. That has been slung wide. Now it's Gavi. Chance for a shot! Nearly, but not quite.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. It's a goal kick. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Baresi. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Maldini. Great vision. Now it's Hazard. No, that's been intercepted. Gavi. Raul. Gavi. Can he get it through? Vieira gets across to intercept that. Zico is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Couldn't squeeze it through. Now, can they get him away?
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
Roberto Carlos.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Looking to play him in. Maldini calmly anticipates. And it's Messi. That ball looks a good one. And he's in on goal. Zico! Oh, and that is a thrilling end to the first 45. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, there's one standout, Peter, that needs improving, and that's the passing. All too often it's been found wanting, you know, much to the frustration of everyone around, and I'd go so far as to say that it's the biggest contributor as to why we have the scoreline we do.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break.
And now, please turn towards the screen for a special presentation featuring our guest performers today. Substitution for Arsenal.
So off we go again.
19, Messi.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later. How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Neymar. And he's there to belt it away. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rate it in or suffer the consequences.
Oh, that's clever. No, he's just misjudged that one. And we have our very first corner. Roberto Carlos goes short. Roberto Carlos, delivered from distance. And that should get the job done. Opts for safety. Looking for a runner. Not the most accurate pass. Gerrard. Oh, we're still waiting for a goal to report here. Just no time to dwell on the ball there. Zico, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Puskás providing an outlet on that flank. He's had a shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Oh, that's a key interception. Quarter of an hour into the second half.
60,179.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Zico. Now it's Neymar. Oh, just skips past his man. Yeah, he's fouled him there. And no, just off target. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. And he cuts out the supply. Roberto Carlos. Knocks it into space. Milan do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. And it's Zico. Now it's Eto'o. Oh, no question, that's a foul. And he is going into that little black book.
Substitution in progress.
Thuram engages and forces him off the ball. Neatly clipped into space. It's Neymar! What about that one? About as smooth as it gets. Finally the breakthrough.
Look, before we can even delve into the detail, the significance of taking the lead should be our initial reflection, and that's priceless.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 14.
Arsenal can make their change now with a break in play. So the first goal of the game.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
Nesta is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
That pass isn't the best.
I think...
And it's been given away. Oh, great chance! Gerrard! And he hits the net. A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Oh, that's an...
And that's it. And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you all.
I'd like to draw your attention to the screen right now for information on our shuttle bus service.